Go for it, Joseph. Go for it. Joe Lo Truglio, bowling turkey. Oh! Come on, get it back. Get it back.
How is that possible?
One more time.
I'm a bad bowler.
Thank you, Chris.
Do you have one more shot?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Here we go. Now
It's
we
all
go.
about second chances here on the Rich Eisen Show. Frozen turkey bowling. Get in there.
No.
One more time.
One more.
Come on.
God.
That's two gunners.
Taking the practice.
Here we go.
Okay.
This is too much fun.
I gotta go up. We gotta go up right. We gotta go up right.
Before the turkey thaws. Come on.
That's hitting.
Yes.
That's hitting.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my Lord.
Fantastic.
Somehow.
Oh, look at our cooking. Woo.
They're all
What do we
great.
do? Yeah, they're all down. Yeah, they're definitely
Well
all
done.
down.
And down, man.
There you go. Joe Lo Truglio, no one can ever take that away from you.
No, I have that. I own that. That's me.
Please take a seat.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Joe Lo Truglio is here on the Rich Eisen Show, where we're going bowling for
everybody.
turkeys and dollars and all that sort of stuff.
Bowling it
Pin
all.
7. Oh, yeah. He's bowling.
You start working out a little bit.
Yes, all right.
You know, I think that's pumping
You got your
iron a little
cardio
bit,
in.
You know? What do you got? That's probably a 20-pound turkey.
Oh, yeah. We're back with more in a moment. Joe Lo Truglio, who is now here in studio, representing not only the New York Jets, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Fox Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You went frozen turkey bowling,
I did.
and it did not go well.
I do better with the Christmas ham bowling. I'm not used to the turkey bowl, and I haven't
Yes.
practiced enough. I need to start working out a little bit for the 20-pounder.
I think you learned your lesson.
I did.
That when you come onto this show, you best bring your A game, come correct.
Correct.
Get a frozen turkey and warm up.
That's right. No gutter balls, only butter balls. That's all we're
Nicely
doing.
done. That's
See what
next
happened?
level,
Hey,
Joe.
you gotta pay the big bucks.
Next level. So yeah, it was three. It was you were not 3 and out. You were you
I
missed
was
it
2.5.
twice, and then you came up short,
Yeah.
and then you said,
Just
"Screw
pushed
it,
it
I'm
in.
taking. I'm just
I'm just
jamming it
going
right
in.
into the tank." And then you got a strike. So well done, sir. Very well done.
I did. So that's just how I roll. Usually that happens in the bowling lanes as well. If it stops,
That's right.
just run right down there and then they kick me out.
All right, now I many times on this show
Yeah.
over the past several weeks, I have sworn off talking about the Jets because they're 2-9. What other? I mean,
Yeah.
we're not talking about 1-10 Jacksonville. We
No.
talked about 1-10 Oakland just only because the one happened after the 10 losses.
Right.
We're not talking about 2-9 Tampa Bay, with the exception of the fact that they're still in the race.
Right.
So I'm now once
You're
again.
saving it up for this moment.
Well, yes, I'm now giving the floor to you as a Jet fan. Your thoughts, sir.
Well, I feel that you hit upon this in your rant a few weeks ago that
Yes.
I feel like it's kind of a top-down situation where, I don't think many had. First of all, Rex I love, Ryan I love. I think he's a terrific coach, but I feel like it's very hard for a new coach to come in when they're not sure if they're going to be there very long, and so. As a Jet fan, you're hoping that there's some kind of big move that's made from the
Now,
top.
do you if let's say I'm Woody Johnson,
Yeah.
let's say I have a lot more zeros.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you tell me? You want Isaac on? What do you do? What do you want to do?
I think you start anew. I think
Burn it down.
Burn it down.
Like
and bring it up.
poltergeist.
Yeah.
Poltergeist. This house is clean.
That's it.
Right?
Yes. Get rid of the evils of the house. Let's bring it. Let's build a new one.
I said fire Joe Walton again. Just right. Just get right. Coslet, get him.
Yeah.
Fire him again. Fire Kotite a third time.
A third
because
time.
this two is
Sure.
not enough for him.
No.
Right?
Just keep going over and over.
This house is clean. That's what I think should happen.
Yeah.
And you agree?
I do agree. I do. I think you need to build. You need to rebuild. You need to rebuild. Build the ark?
Do you take, if he's available, Jameis Winston? Do you want him in
No,
New York?
I think that's trouble. I think that's trouble in the locker room. I think I don't know who the guy is going to be, but I don't think it's Winston.
I don't think they're going to have a shot at Mariota because right now they're 5th overall in the draft order.
That's where they are now.
Yes. A 2-win season. That's how bad it is that it may not even result in the first overall choice as
Right.
last year's 2-win team in Houston was.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what do you do? I mean, how do you go about finding that new guy? What about a running back?
What you do, Joe Lo Truglio,
Yeah.
what you do is you find that little lady from Poltergeist. You bring her
You
to
bring
Florham
Zelda-
Park, New
Zelda
Jersey,
Rubenstein, you bring her.
and you touch base in Hofstra just for
That's
the
right.
old school to
Right.
get that out
Just-
too. Go to Hofstra, go to Florham Park, Poltergeist.
Right.
This house is clean.
I love it.
That's what you need to do.
I love this idea.
I don't know. Can you IMDb that lady, Law or
We
Brockman?
could.
Is
Yeah.
she
Is she
alive?
around?
Let's
Let's
take a
find
look.
out.
We might have to get our
know?
bookers onto that to find the Poltergeist lady.
Can we bring Corbett back?
We could, or maybe the solution is poetry. Because I am told you, sir,
Yeah.
have a Thanksgiving ode and
I do.
tome that you have penned
I do.
for
If-
this show.
If that's all right, I'd like to read it now.
Please, Joe Lo Truglio.
You know, yeah.
Please.
Well, I won't give away.
Here's Joe Lo Truglio of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Fox, the Emmy Award-winning Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Fox, Sundays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Big Jet fan, Joe Lo Truglio, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, sir. This is a poem that I wrote a couple years back when I was very depressed about what had happened in a Jet game, and I call it The Ode to the Butt Fumble.
Okay.
When the winds of November turn cold and men tell the stories of old, 'tis nary a Jet fan that can't be made humble with a mere whisper of the word butt fumble. 'Twas the day's third game, last of the Thanksgiving cycle, play betwixt play, voiced by a man named Al Michaels. And having bade goodbye to its uncles and aunts, America's hand came to rest in its pants. The first quarter of play flickered by right quick, like a whale tallow candle burnt down to its wick. As the second one dawned, the Jets trailed by 14, a quite familiar state for the hapless gangrene. Sanchez lined his comrades up in the eye, Sean Green over here, and Lex Hilliard nigh. The ball was snapped under the brightest of light, yet the man of the hour turned left and not right. And ho! What is this? A strange thing has occurred. Doth we see Brandon Moore float up like a bird? Yes, he falls backwards and upwards with torque, launched by a large, angry man named Wilfork. Few at MetLife will forget that stark image, the unseeing Sanchez near the line of scrimmage, as he tried to get down, but was a moment too late, as his poor face connected with both buttocks and fate. The ball came right out and onto the turf, scooped up by the safety the size of a Smurf, who ran it right back, neither touched nor impeded. And the Jets lay right down, another contest conceded. The fans left in droves, even fireman Ed, helmet in hand, green tears all but shed. And to this bright day, you can still hear it crumble, a franchise brought low by one evil butt fumble. Thank you, everyone. This was very hard. I wrote that out in the desert, in a yurt.
Would you like one of these?
I would, thank you.
I need a tissue. No, not for that. Not for that. I thought
Okay.
you were tearing up.
Oh, no, I just needed to get a little bit of that out.
Oh, okay.
Am I clear? Bats in the
Yeah,
cave?
you're good. Yeah, no,
Okay.
no belfry. No belfry bats hanging there, Joe.
That's in the cave.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this Monday, does history repeat itself? And Jumbo Elliott actually scores a touchdown on Monday night
Oh,
again?
from your mouth to the.
wow.
Does
to
that
the-
happen again?
You know
with
what?
Jets Dolphins on a Monday
That
night?
happened also, by the way, on the Monday and the off day of the Subway Series. It was all working for the New York sports scene on back then,
yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Subway Series. Jets do that on Monday night.
New York was in the
now
spotlight.
you take a look right now. The Knicks are in
Yeah.
still in the toilette.
Right.
Right. The Rangers at least had a good season.
They did.
The
and-
Mets and the Yankees.
Well, the Mets at least have a staff coming up, which is nice.
Okay.
You know.
I know you're happy about that.
Well, I mean, I'll take what I can get.
What
I'll
about
take-
your star pitcher coming back from arm surgery, going to the Jeter finale? What'd you think of that one?
Well, I saw the Jeter finale here in L.A. I was watching the Thursday night football game in a
Attaboy.
bar, and then heard the cheers, went over and saw, the amazing thing Jeter did. And that's exactly how it should end for him. I
Right.
mean, what a fantastic moment for that guy. I'm a big Jeter. even
Okay,
though
there you go.
I'm like,
You're a
I'm a
Met
Met
fan?
fan, but I'm
Okay.
not a Yankee hater, and,
Okay.
and certainly a big Jeter fan.
Joe Lo Truglio here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's going on fantasy? I know you're in Paul Rudd's league. Cannavale, who's by the way, going to be sitting in this chair
Yes,
December 19th
yes.
doing this show while I wing my way back from Jacksonville.
Right.
The Thursday night finale.
Right. Well, my fantasy season was tough in the main league with Paul. I had my opponent had Jonas Gray in there because DeMarco Murray was on bye, and
Oh no, is this the night he against the Colts?
correct. So I had actually won. Even after that, had won that game. Was down by about 5 points. With the stat change to 201 yards,
He got a bonus?
in our league. He got a bonus and wiped me out.
Oh.
So like that took me out of the playoffs.
When that happened,
Wow.
we
It's
looked
hard.
at
I'm
each
still
other. We're
getting
like,
over it. As you can tell, I remember every detail.
we looked at each other. We're like, there has to be some fantasy games that were decided 48 hours after you thought it was over.
Right
and
here,
You,
I was the guy, and got a text from my opponent. You're like in the car. Did not text, just looked at it, and had to put the phone away and just calmly get to my home safely.
well, you need to be hands-free to hit yourself in the head.
Yeah,
certainly when
that's-
you're driving.
That's correct. That's
Oh,
correct. It was a
my
tough one, but
Lord.
in my keeper league,
Yes.
doing very well. Doing very well.
What's your team name in the Rudd League? What's your
In the
team name?
Rudd League,
is
it's
it safe for work?
It is. It's called Get a Load of These Guys.
Okay.
Just one word, these guys.
And what about?
Safe for work. The league
The
is
other
called
one.
the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and
Yes.
I picked Joseph Hudson, who created the whistle, the ref whistle.
Okay.
So, very simple. Not
Okay.
too, Paul's got a great one. Dench is
I know,
terrific.
he's-
Dench.
He was on our initial show, phoning in from
I just
Atlanta, where
watched it.
he's the legend of Ant-Man
Yeah.
being created right now.
Yeah.
Dench. He said there's an exclamation point in Dench.
There is.
That you
Yes.
can't just say it's not Dench.
Dench!
That's what it is.
Yes.
That you need to
You have that
have
oomph.
the brio.
Yeah.
Well, and I told him I'm always that way when talking about Judi Dench anyway. I
Right.
don't need
Yeah.
that exclamation point.
That
know?
passion comes up naturally.
well,
with the dame, of
I mean, have
course.
you seen Philomena?
Have I? 3 times.
You were in it, weren't you?
I was in it.
Or
yes.
you
I
or
played
you cut
Mina.
out?
You played Mina. Phil and Mina.
Tell me about your television program, sir, before
Brooklyn
we
Nine-Nine.
say goodbye. Terry Crews, former NFL player, is in it.
great guy.
Obviously, there's some Andre Brower, and then there is
the wonderful Andy Samberg,
the star of the program,
We have a
Andy,
great
yeah.
time on that show. They write great stuff for us. We all like each other. We get to try to crack each other up, which
Mm-hmm.
is always fun. I'm doing a more kind of physical stunt work, which I love. Stunt work meaning, flying through a balsa door.
Yes.
That's a stunt, which I guess it is. We have a great time on the show. It's really a lot of fun.
8:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday nights on Fox. So when you're watching your late games on Fox, just keep it there, and then Joe Lo Truglio will show up eventually.
I'll be there.
Before we go, would you like one more shot at the turkey
I
bowling?
feel like I need to for
You need
redemption.
redemption.
It's a big
I
big
will paint
risk.
the word picture for those listening on radio. Joe Lo Truglio. It's about what would you say? It's about a 15-foot
Redemption.
long lane. Is that what it is?
I'd say 20.
20 feet? Okay, let's make sure that the jib's out of the way. Watch out behind you. Watch out behind you. Let's remove the jib camera. All right, we're doing that.
Here we go. Come on, Joe.
This is gonna happen.
Joe Lo Truglio
My
is going to
favorite
go
part of-
bowling.
Rich's parents are watching.
That's right.
sitting in
Here
the
they go.
chairs.
Oh, redemption! Thank you for
Seven
my redemption.
Thank you for my redemption.
Go gently into that
Thank you.
Thanksgiving butt fumble. Good night, sir. Joe Lo Truglio. Watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Fox Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern Time. Thanks for coming on, Joe.
Thanks, man.
You're the man.
Thanks for
Happy
having me.
Thanksgiving, you and your family.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.